Don't yell it out, okay? In this one, I see the cars are splashing in the water. It looks like there's a flood. So I know a flood is part of the environment. This one's going to be person versus environment. And I'm right. It looks like this one, there's people outside. They're holding up a sign. So I assume, since it's people, it looks like protesters, that it's person versus society. I'm going to flip through a few of these to get to the words. It says, Shelley stared into the mirror brushing her teeth. Every morning she had the same conversation with her reflection. Today's the day, she thought. Today I'm going to leave him. I'm going to walk right up to him and tell him it's over. So this is this kind of internal conflict, because she's having a conversation with herself, is going to be person versus self. This one I want you guys to try. I need hands raised when you think that you know the answer. I was just about to update my Facebook profile when my mother walked in. In her hand was my report card. This was not going to end well for me. How are you failing 3 classes? Say goodbye to your social life. It is nothing but studying for the rest of this year. I couldn't believe my ears. Mom, you are being totally unreasonable. So who is this person having a conflict with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give it a shot to try. Who is she conflicting with directly? So the person who wanted to update her Facebook page, who is she now conflicting with? Her mom. So what is it? Person versus? Not society. Society would be a big group of people. Juwan?
Environment.
Not environment. What? Environment would be like a flood or tornado.
Person, self.
No, that's what she just said. Andrew.
Person versus person.
Person versus person. She's arguing with another person. We're going to try one more before we move on then. Tired of the pay inequality at her work, Joanna decided to take things into her own hands. She rallied the women in her office to stage a peaceful protest. They picketed outside the building for 6 days until they are afforded the opportunity to meet with the general managers. Give it a shot, Javon.
Person versus society.
Person versus society, because she is arguing against government or a large group of people. Raise your hand without talking if you have a number 1. Raise your hand if you have a number 1. All right, you 3 are in a group. You can go over to Andrew's desk. Raise your hand if you have a number 2. You 3 are in a group. You can go over there, Javon. Raise your hand if you have a number 3. Who else has a number 3? Because I know there's another one. Charles already did raise his hand. Who is the other one?
That's it?
Really? You need to go around and check yours. Who has a number 4? Okay, you guys are in a group. You can come over here, April. Who has number 5? Okay, you guys are in a group. You can come over here, Brianna. Who has number 6? Okay, you 3 are in a group. You can move over here, Darnella. Who has a number 7? Okay, you 2 are in a group. Charles, you can join. Who only has 2 people in their group? You can join them, Charles. All right. Now, before you start talking with your group members, let me explain what I want you to do. Right there, Simon. You are going to get a little packet, one, and it has different cards that you need to read on it. Then you're going to set up your little internal and external tents. You're going to read the cards, Shainisha, and if it belongs in Shainisha, I need your eyes. If it belongs in the internal tent, you'll put it in front of internal Juwan. And if it belongs in the external tent, you're going to put it in external.
Okay, I got you.
Does anyone have any questions? All right. I'll be the tents and the cards to every group. You need to get started. The first group that has all of them correct will earn a prize. Which one? Right here.
I got it.
You guys can go on the floor if there's too many people. So why don't you guys go over there so there's more room? Because you're going to have to set up your tent so I can check. So I suggest one person's reading the cards out loud and then you guys are all together figuring out where they belong. Okay, make sure that you are working with your group members.
The two wizards engage in a battle of magic tricks to gain power over the land of elves.
Why?
It is character versus character.
Okay, so two wizards are engaging in a battle. Why is it not internal?
Because internal is character versus self.
Okay, do you two agree? Okay, put it in external then. Now, what if the wizard was talking to himself before he engaged in the battle?
That would be internal.
Why?
Because he,
Because what? Person versus their own mind. Good. So it's just like deciding if you want spaghetti or a hamburger for dinner.
Teams form a human chain around an old tree in the park. The city wants to cut it.
So everybody can help you. Because they have to learn it too.
Yep, person versus society.
A teenager breaks the curfew set by his parents. Okay, so if it was just that, he would have to go through that mind, like, do I break curfew or do I not? And where would it go? Or no? Okay, but it says the family has specific rules that should be followed by
Jenny
all
calls her brother
living there.
old
Okay, so
over
what is
when he calls
what is the
her a
conflict
wicked
now?
witch.
External, why? Because he's conflicting with his parents. Good. A man stands up for what he believes is right, even though almost everyone else disagrees with him. What do you think this will mean? Why?
The woman bought Christmas presents right before the last
It's
dog
character versus what now?
show. They each took a dog named Eddie as their own.
No. Remember, environment's going to be like car crash, tornado,
Jimmy has a school project due Monday. He should use the weekend to work on his project with his friends and wife to the person himself.
All right, so
Because they got a decision to make. During the Vietnam War,
Jenny calls her
Doug
brother an
distracted
old
to
ogre
be
when he
in
calls
the
her a
army
wicked
that
witch.
the
Who's the
religious
conflict
belief
between Jenny
to
and
engage in war.
her brother? The wicked witch. Any of the ones that are going to be internal are going to be them having
Official
a
ones play
conversation
on the
with
football
them.
field. School officials in real estate that people are allowed to play.
Should I? Okay, she's asking herself if she should. So what is
Those
that?
are part refuses to give a person.
Now, if she was saying, I stuck up for my friend, then it would be external because it would be character versus society. Good job.
Everyone marches in a parade with their sisters, demanding the right
Everyone
to
else.
vote in their late 80s.
So what is that?
The
Character
captain of the
versus
ship,
society, so where they're going to stop them. External. I'm so glad you're using your notes to help you.
through enormous waves that swallowed the ship.
Real quick though, I'm going to talk to you about this one. Two little boys that are doing it. Are they
Avalanche,
having a
rattlesnake,
conversation with themselves? What is
Russian rapids.
Why? What?
Person versus
Character, person versus person.
Rolling
Make
faces.
sure you're asking yourself, are they having a conversation in their mind? Like these.
Maxwell and his parents
This
argue
one,
over
I
his
just feel
choice
like
to
it's bad, I'm really hungry, the candy is only $2 anyway. They're deciding in their mind. This one, it even says decide whether to stay.
He argues with his parents. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Person versus person. Yeah, that's person versus self.
I'm giving you guys 5 more minutes.
Julius danced up to the bully. At the bus stop instead. First one, the Toronto High School football teams face off for the championship title. I don't want to have plastic surgery, but I'm like growing older and having this.
Anyone close to being done?
The town show was canceled, but believe me, because I have cerebral stage fright.
If you disagree with somebody else, you need to
Really bad, but
fight through with this.
the candy should I stick up for my best friend?
Worry about
I want
yourself.
to go on the camping trip, but I'm terrified of the dark.
Why don't you read it out loud?
A teacher breaks the curfew set by his family has specific rules that should be
All right, it
followed.
says a woman attempted to steal money from her employer in order to feed her family. So who is the
Man stands
guy?
up for what he believes is right, even though all of everyone disagrees.
Done? Woman is unable to function because
A
of
woman
illness. What is this one?
red lights. A woman is in a hurry and runs the
What is
red lights.
illness?
Breaking the law, the police serve her
It's what?
a ticket.
A woman is tempted to steal money from her employer. Good. I know stealing is good.
A boss fires
Good. A boss fires an
two
employee.
little boys getting into a fist fight.
Why? What is it?
A husband and a wife disagree on
First
what
what?
money should be spent. A woman is
I
running
just
to
wanted to tell you cancel.
a man is stalked by a wild animal. A family is stranded in a snowstorm.
What is this one?
Teenager is torn between ditches.
Tricia wants to play on the football team, but the school officials and rules state that only boys are allowed to play. What?
A man tries to decide whether to stay with his family or move to another state to take a vacation. A woman is tempted to steal money from her employer in order to feed her family.